Back in Week 7, the Ravens dominated their first matchup against the Bengals. Can Cincinnati get revenge? Find out next.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On 2nd and very short, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. His throw incomplete. The partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for Mixon last week, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the crease.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser able to record his 5th sack of the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Smith to return it. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 64 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the running, but with the offensive line as well.
And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got a boat down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Jackson's throw here taken in by Boykin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-0. On second down now. Dobbins, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Dancing to his left. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of...
And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And that is incomplete.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And Burrow going to throw again. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Jackson on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. How did he stay on his feet? And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Baltimore.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Taylor Heineke, his first touchdown on the year, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 31, Burrow. Ertz has it left side. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Now Jackson on first down.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Nifty move. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man, complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll run with Evans.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And that 1st and goal, they decided to throw for it, but the coverage was excellent. And he kept holding the ball, hoping someone would shake free. Instead, he's hit and drop. And now they're not even in the red zone anymore.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Burrow looking to pass. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Jonah Williams, former 1st-round pick, the guilty party. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the 1st half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank. 2nd and 5. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Touchdown Bengals. Zach Ertz. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
On the return, Tremont Smith. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so
they've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw is Jackson.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
as a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Steps away to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And Jackson throwing once more. He'll have a first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay. But
and the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Matabike in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Burrow's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On 1st down, Dobbins. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
From midfield now, Burrow.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Looking to throw again on second down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Touchdown! T. Higgins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 5 plays there on that drive. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw on the move to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down, keep the sticks moving.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On second down, Dobbins. 75 yards on the ground for him so far. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Ravens, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Bengals,